Last time on What If It's Cool?
Speaking of B²'d, you talk a little bit about your relationship with them.
I've sort of become like the Billy Gunn of the trio. At training, they're known as the Banana Boys. I'm their Papa Split.
Oh my god, that's even better than Daddy Ass. But will we ever see a tag team or even a faction with you guys doing something like that? That would be friggin' awesome.
We joke about it. I don't whether it actually happens or not. We'll have to see what the future holds.
Adrenaline Pro Wrestling, if you are listening right now, please make that happen. I want to see that faction right now.
I wonder if this show had any influence on that. You know what? Why don't I just ask him?
Hello and welcome to another episode of What If It's Cool, the show where we talk about anything and everything that is cool in the world today. I am the second banana known as Daniel Porcro, and on this episode I have an interview with B²'d. We talk about how they met, how they became a tag team, and also what they find cool, because that's going to surprise you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Ain't nothing cooler than a banana with B²'d.
B²'d, thank you firstly for being part of the show. Now, we went back and forth on this when we were DMing each other. I know that it's B²'d. I know it's not B2. I'm just a little old. I don't know how to text properly or anything like that. I know I'm 36, so for everyone who's like, oh, you're not that old, like, shut up. I really am, especially with this new technology, for sake.
If it makes you feel any better, I literally just go on Google and get the squared logo off that and copy and paste
Oh
it.
my god, that makes me feel so good. I actually did the exact same thing with the copyright thing. I'm like, I don't know how to write that, so I actually have to Google and just copy and paste.
Google has everything. They have everything. It helps you out so much.
Oh my. Well, one thing I wanted to ask you guys, because I was at your debut, and it was. I don't think you could ever have a perfect debut, but it was so close to it. I thought I didn't know that this was debut until someone said to me, "Oh, that's their first ever match." The crowd reaction that you got was absolutely amazing. I thought this is like you guys was huge stars that I didn't even know about, and just the crowd reaction was fantastic. Talk to me about it. How did it all come about?
Well, both PJ and I had sort of been training for about a year. Up until that point, it's about 9 or 10 months at our debut, and we sort of had decided we wanted to be a tag team pretty early into training with each other. And yeah, we were just fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to sort of showcase ourselves on the final Breakout of the year. It was a huge show, and I couldn't ask for anything more than what we got. I mean, the win would have been nice, but you know, we're starting out. That's not always going to come our way.
But was it a lot of friends and family that were in the crowd, because it was very packed?
I had a few friends and family that were there. Yeah, they left after that.
Well, let's not say that, because like we want to make sure that everyone knows that the crowds are there for everybody. But
oh yeah, of course.
But I did notice that. But no, it was a great crowd reaction, and I like I said, I was so impressed by it, and just the way you guys carried yourself as well was very humbling, very what's the word I'm looking for? Charismatic, I'm gonna say. And I wouldn't have known that was your first match as well, because the way you guys just carried yourselves in the ring, and especially just some of the moves you guys were doing, it for me, like you've been doing it for years.
Oh, thank you. That's a huge compliment, man. Like, look, both of us train really, really hard, and we have a really strong work ethic when it comes to in-ring performance.
Absolutely.
So yeah, to hear that from someone who saw our first match and hadn't known us beforehand, that does mean a lot. So thank you, appreciate it.
It's all right. Now I do have a bone to pick with both of you, and I know it was never intentional, but could you pick a more catchy song to be coming out to. Seriously, I'm. It's like York when it comes to Hold the Line. Every time I hear that song, I think of you guys. But now it's now sort of rippled effect because now we had John Stop Action here, and he was talking about you guys were called the Banana Boys in training. Every time I see a banana, I think of you two.
It's peripheral marketing, mate. I've got contacts at Woolworths and that, so we get the bananas showcase right in front of you. So when you first walk in, you'll see the bananas. That's to try and give us a couple bucks back for our marketing.
Okay.
We're always wearing banana shirts as well.
Oh my god! For those who are listening, we've got what is it? I feel like I know this. Like, what's the pose and who's it meant to be?
Well, this is the John Stop faction. So there's John, there's me, there's Daisy, and that can be you, mate. That can be you. That one's you there.
You can rock a bandana.
You can be one of the banana boys now.
If I still had a lot of hair, I reckon I would rock a bandana. I'm losing so much every week. But I do appreciate that. I'll take that. I'll be the fourth banana on that one.
You can join the John Stop faction. How's that?
I'm happy for that. Now, one of the biggest things that I find for you guys is that it obviously you guys have only been around for literally what is it? Not even 6 months now. It's now 4 months, isn't it? Since you've had the debut.
Yeah, about 3 months.
How did you guys get into wrestling?
P, do you want to start?
Yeah. So for me, it was just I just wanted to try something new. I've always been a big fan of wrestling ever since I was a kid. Because Daisy and I actually met each other through mutual friends. We actually met on Xbox. I saw that he was training at APW, and I just gave him a message saying, "Hey, how do I get about this?" He told me how to get about it, and that's how I basically started getting into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
For me, it's been a long sort of journey. I've been into wrestling since I was a kid. When I walked into Video Easy and rented SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 for the first time.
Such a good game.
I've been hooked ever since.
Hey, it was a good game, but it doesn't beat Here Comes the Pain, okay?
Hey, all right. I was a little too young when that first one came out. Mum wouldn't let me buy that one, so I had to borrow the 2007.
2007 was okay, but you have to acknowledge how great that game was.
It is fantastic.
Okay.
I have played it. I went back and played it, and it is very, very good.
I still have yet to play it.
But the
Wow.
feeling that game sort of gave me to begin with, it just matched nothing else I've ever had. You know, I've always been into performing and sports and stuff. Like I've played footy for the last 6 years. This is my first year not playing senior footy, which has been a bit of an adjustment. But yeah, out of high school, I wanted to get into it, and I had a friend who was a referee at the time, and we spoke back and forth. And you know, I didn't follow up enough, didn't leech onto his offers to come down and stuff. And through the pandemic, when the first lockdown happened, I started just rewatching a bunch of old wrestling, and I remember I was watching some WrestleMania match. I don't remember exactly what it was, but as I was watching the entrance, I had genuine tears like coming in my eyes of like, this is like my passion. This is what I want to do. And as soon as we sort of got all the clearances from COVID and everything started to open back up, I was determined to give this a crack. And if I'd gone to one training session and I didn't cut it and I hated it, so be it. But at least I tried to follow my dream.
Well, what happened in that first training session? What got you into it?
I mean, without sounding like I'm tooting my own horn, I feel like things came really naturally to me. It's hard. It is super, super hard on your body. It's super hard mentally as well. There's a lot of stuff you have to go through. But the first time I hit the mat, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is exactly what I wanted to do for my whole life.
Okay. PJ, what was your first experience in your first session?
Pretty much the same as Daisy. Like it was very natural for me. I literally loved every second of it, and I didn't want to get out the ring. You know, I really didn't want to get out of the ring. In that first session.
Okay.
Literally, Daisy and I will be the first ones in the ring, last ones out. Yeah, we're just very laser focused when it comes to wrestling, especially with our tag stuff as well.
Mm. Well, what made you guys want to be a tag team? Because a lot of people who get into wrestling industry, they don't necessarily want to be a tag team. They want to be, on top. But you guys just have said that you were united to be that. What drove you to be there?
I feel like for me it was because of when I was getting familiarizing myself with the Melbourne scene. I noticed there wasn't that many tag teams, and I could see that there was a market for it.
Yeah.
So I had a chat to Daisy about it and said to him, like, dude, like, we could do something here and it would be phenomenal. And we literally just started focusing on our tag team. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, you're right. We don't have a very big tag team division here in Melbourne. When I actually think about it, I don't even think we have a big tag team in the Australian wrestling scene. To be honest, I can only name like a handful. Like obviously you guys, the Natural Classics, the Perea. Geez, I can't even remember anybody else off the top of my head. Caliber. Like it's a very select few. So I think you picked the right market for it, because we do need it. It's like when we had Valito on here. You know, there's a very short list of mask wrestlers we have here in Melbourne, but it's even more shorter when it comes to when you look at the whole aspect of the Australian wrestling scene. We don't have that. We had your papa on here, and he did say that you guys are known as the Banana Boys in training. Firstly, why are you guys called Banana Boys, and are you still called that now?
We're still called that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're called that internally. Basically, there was one night at training, Jacob rocked up wearing his singlet. I rocked up wearing this shirt. I'd just come from work. And yeah, we were just like, that's kind of funny. We're both wearing banana shirts. And then everyone sort of caught on to it. And then it kind of became a thing where we were the Banana Boys.
Yeah.
And then everything else has kind of just evolved from there.
Okay.
That's how this came about.
Yeah.
The claw. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not the claw. But
every time in training, Crash will say "cool bananas," and me and Days will just look at each other and then just do one of these.
Now I totally understand why Misfortune says he's not cool. If he says cool bananas.
Mate, there's nothing cooler than a banana.
Literally.
So Jace, if you're listening, sorry, mate. It's such an old person thing to say, cool bananas. Oh, that makes me feel a little bit better now. Now I feel a little bit younger because I don't say that. But where did the name B² come from? Is it because of the banana thing, or was it actually something different?
Yeah, well, again, it did sort of come from the Banana Boys. When we were getting closer to our debut, we were thinking, we want to have something unique. We don't want to just be LDZ and PJ Red. We wanted to have a team name. All the good teams do. And we were just kind of playing around with the Banana Boys name. I didn't personally want Banana to be involved too much because I feel like it'd kind of corner us a little bit too much when it comes to sort of how people would associate with us. But we started thinking of certain names and whatever. And, I was thinking like, B2, there's two of us, there's two Bs in Banana Boys. B2 kind of reminds me of Bananas in Pajamas. What about B²'d? And PJ was like, yep. And there you go.
That's fair. I mean, I was thinking it may have been something to do with Bull Buchanan when he was B² with John Cena, because obviously you come out to is it Wham Jams? Do you really want to taste it? And obviously John Cena is Peacemaker, so I just thought that was maybe the connection. But Okay, we'll go with that, and that sounds really cool.
Yeah, no, we spoke to Bull a few times about it just to get his okay with it, and he gave the all clear.
All right, that's as long as Bull Buchanan is okay with it, then that's all that matters, I guess. Now, obviously, there's been a bit of tension been going on social media. If you've checked on the What If It's Cool post recently, I was forced to put a picture of Conflict Axiom. My hands are tied, guys. Unfortunately I had to do that because I was trying to put them on.
This isn't new anymore. This isn't new.
Hey, I
No.
was defending you guys, all right. But I had to act like I didn't like you guys. It was nothing personal. It was all business. But also, I didn't want to get my head kicked in. Okay,
absolutely understandable. They have a mean kick on them.
Yeah,
they do.
What started all this? This hostility between you two?
Honestly, I think it comes down to the fact that we train in similar circles. When we first sort of came in and we said we wanted to be a tag team, immediately they sort of looked at us as competition. They're a little bit older than us. They've been around the scene a little longer, and I think they realized their stars starting to fade. They saw us on the rise and sort of saw us as competition. And they said, "Oh, well, we don't want these young upstarts to take their spot." And since then, it's kind of just grown and grown and grown.
Do you see any peace coming between you guys?
Nah.
Fair enough. I like how you're just blunt. You just went, nah. All right, that's yeah.
I'm more than willing to attempt a negotiation if they can sort of fix their attitudes. Because fair credit to them, they're former APW tag champions. They've worked in a lot of companies. They've been working for a really long time as well. They are supremely good in the ring, and the things that we've learned being in the ring with them is something that we'll probably take with us for a long time in our careers. But in saying that, their attitude is just not something we admire at all. And again, we want to promote other people, and I think they just want to keep us down. So if they can sort of fix that and we can sort of come to a mutual understanding of, where we're all at, then maybe peace can be attained. But until then, we hate them.
But hearing all this from you guys, how sweet was it that you guys got the big W at Pandamonium 2.0 on the pre-show?
It was the best feeling, man. Absolutely. Just one of the best feelings. I had I had my grandparents in the crowd, and they don't usually come to any of my events. So just getting the win in front of them was just the most humbling feeling. I actually put up a post of it yesterday. I literally almost cried as well, just because it was the most beautiful moment that I'm just going to cherish for the rest of my life.
It was a I did, sir. I'm pretty sure I got video of it as well, so I'll have to send it to you later. But
please do.
Mate, like I saw it in the crowd, and I did have tears in my eyes. Be honest, I'm a man, and yes, I cry. It was just absolutely beautiful, and I didn't know they were grandparents. I just thought they were just family, and just hearing this story now, I'm just like, oh man, so good. Like so
I love my family. They're very supportive of my wrestling. My aunties, they come to all my events. My sister, she's started a fan page. She loves us that much.
Is that the was it the B² support?
The B².
B², yeah.
Yeah, the B².
Now I know because I got they followed me on Instagram. I was like, I thought you guys started like, they started a fan group. Okay, that's all right. But now I know it's a fan member. Bravo! I'm
she's a big wrestling fan. She is, and she comes to all my events as well. Like I said, my whole family's very supportive of me with wrestling, and it's just a great feeling to have.
Oh, absolutely. I know for me personal experience, and again, this is not a show about me. It's all about you guys. But just to give a bit of context, I know what it's like to have family members who don't support you, and the fact that you've got a very supportive family there, mate, you're very lucky, very blessed to have that, and don't never take it for granted, mate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Papa was on the show a while ago, and he didn't really go into detail what sort of brought you guys together. But what was it that drew you to John Step Action?
Well, again, I think on the opposite spectrum of the Conflict Axiom boys, he was someone who sort of saw us early on and wanted to really nurture our growth. He's been around the industry a lot longer than we have, and he saw, two guys who wanted to come in and make an impact, and he has, he's helped us a lot in terms of advice and just working in the ring, really fleshing out who we are as people as well, and just having a further understanding of how the business actually works. He's someone that I think I can speak for both of us and say that we're extremely grateful to have around us.
Absolutely.
And just regardless of all that, we're good mates. We have similar interests. There's a bi-weekly Taco Bell meetup that we all sort of have and have a chat about the industry and whatnot. So invites may be coming out soon. So feel free to accept that if you get one. But until then.
Well, oh God, I can't believe this is going to be evolving into food. Jeez.
Yes, we eat bananas. All right, we eat bananas.
We also eat bananas.
What is your standard Taco Bell order?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Be careful, it's a long one.
Oh God.
Yeah. I go one cheesy G taco, one. What is it? The salsa taco? One hard, one soft.
Yep.
A beefy and cheesy burrito, and then a double stack quesadilla.
Fucking hell! Where are you putting all that? I can barely even eat two, and I put on 2 kilos. Jesus Christ!
I have a fantastic metabolism. That's all I can say.
Oh, I hate you right now. Jeez. I wish I had that when I was your age, and I'm finally losing the weight, but I can't even eat anything like that now at 36. PJ, what's your standard order, man?
I get a double crunch wrap in a meal, so it has to come with chips. Oh, hello. This is my pussy cashew red.
Oh, let me see. Sorry for everyone who's listening, but I want to see the cat.
Here she is.
Oh my God, she's so cute.
She also loves wrestling. Oh crap! She ruined my. Hang on.
That's what happens when animals come onto the podcast, kids.
They break your headphones. I get a double crunch wrap with a large chip, so I'll make it into a meal. I've got to get Mountain Dew. I'm a big Mountain Dew guy.
Mountain Dew's great.
I also get what I got last time. Just a couple of tacos, just because I knew it wasn't going to be enough. I also put my chips in the taco as well. I'm creative. Everyone's got to do it.
Isn't that how you eat tacos at Taco Bell?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't see anyone else do it, so I feel like I'm the first one who did it.
Seriously? I mean, I don't eat Taco Bell that often, but when I do, I put it in the taco. I thought that was standard.
When I go to Hungry Jack's as well, I'm always putting my chips in the burger.
That's what you do. It's like when Macca's, you get your chips, you dip it in the sundae. That's perfectly normal.
Whoa!
I've never done that. I've never done that.
Hey, wait! Don't make me feel guilty for doing that. That is as Australian as it will get.
You do what you want, man. You do what you want. When there's no judgment here.
Put my hands up on that one. I'm not saying anything.
There's no judgment here, bro. No judgment here. I always end up not eating my chips because they just all end up in the burger or burgers. Because sometimes I get more than one burger.
We got to get off food. I'm getting hungry. Oh, jeez. How did this evolve into a food podcast? Seriously,
I mean, one of our catchphrases is, "Do you want to taste?" So,
good
do you
point.
want to taste?
I think after the show we're gonna have to go. We're gonna get some Taco Bell, boys, because I'm getting hungry right now. Jesus.
Yeah.
Now I got a tough question to ask you too, and it's a bit controversial, but it has to be asked. Was it because of this show and me saying on the air saying that APW get John Stop Action and B² to get on the show. Is that why you guys got booked so quickly?
I'd like to think you had an impact on this. I'd like to think so.
So would I.
Obviously, when it comes to the industry, we sort of circled around each other a fair bit, John and ourselves. We worked similar shows together, but to finally sort of get ourselves tagging as a trio was, I think it was in part due to your influence. It was extremely pushed by us three. But to have your social media output, I give fair credit to you.
Yep, I spelled money, and yeah, I'll take that. I like to take credit for things, even if it wasn't me. But that's just me. God, I'm cocky. Now we're almost
and
out
we're
of time.
undefeated as well.
Yeah.
We're undefeated as well.
Yep, definitely.
There's that.
Let's keep that going, guys. So we're almost out of time, but I'm going to ask a staple question here. What if it's cool? What is something that you guys find cool that nobody else does?
Go on, Paige. You can start.
You're throwing me on the spot here. Do people find Woolies donuts cool?
Wait, what?
Woolies donuts, I find them cool. Look, they're the first thing.
Wait. Which version of their donuts was it? Their cinnamon, their icing? Because their icing ones are not.
They're cinnamon. They're cinnamon. They are amazing.
They are, but only when they're fresh, not when they've been there for the majority of the day.
Well, they've been here since this morning, so I think they're still all right. I'll give you a tester. Yeah, they're still good. They're cool. They're cool. It's no banana, but they're cool.
All right. Easy.
For me, this is going to be a controversial one because a lot of people don't find it cool. But it is Cats footy, mate. It is the Geelong Football Club.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Meow, meow.
Yep.
There's nothing I find cool.
Yep. Wow.
Big Cats supporter.
Wait. So both of you go for Geelong.
Yeah.
But boys, okay, all right, easily my favorite guest now. Sorry to be impartial, but you guys are my you guys are my boys. That's it.
That's what we like to hear.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I could talk footy for hours and hours and hours. I was lucky enough to grab myself a ticket for the grand final. I was pretty much in disbelief up until 3/4 time when I thought, all right, there's no way we can lose this one now.
Yeah.
I've been wrong before, but thankfully they paid my due there. And yeah, I was pretty much in tears after the final siren. It was
so was I, but I was in tears that the game was just one-sided. I as much
he
as
was late to my birthday party for this grand final. Completely understandable. I would have done the same.
Cats footy.
I will tell you what the worst thing that has ever happened to me in this lifetime when it comes to footy. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened in my life, but the fact that it was 2020, but I think you boys will know exactly what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
We had the game. Oh God, I'm about to choke up. so bad.
Yeah, you hit me right in the heart here because I know exactly what you're going to say.
No. You guys don't know what I'm about to say because this is why I'm tearing up. So that was played on my dad's birthday. My dad is the biggest Geelong supporter I've ever met, and they lost the grand final.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't know you were going to say that, but yeah, huge.
I'm still. It still gets me, like how bad and I think I need therapy for it.
My old man is also a Cat supporter. Like back when I was a kid, I'd be playing Xbox and Dad would be watching the Cats, and then all you hear from the other room is, "Come on, pick up the fucking ball! What are you fucking doing? Hurry the fuck up! Oh, time's up, me!" Like literally every second word out of his mouth would be me.
Now that's passion right there. Oh my God.
Oh, he's very passionate about his footy. Very passionate. He was very jealous of DZ when he came up, and I came late to the party.
If this was me, I would have got a knife and said, mate, get right in here.
Deathmatch ready.
Oh yeah. All right, so we've got a very, very short time left. Where can we find you on all your socials, boys?
So to find me, I don't really use Facebook because it's more of like a personal thing. I don't use Twitter because I've never figured that out, and I feel like I'm too old for it now. But you can find me.
I think you're the perfect age, mate. To be honest.
Look, I wish I could, but like Elon Musk is doubling with it now.
Yeah.
Again, not my forte. You can find me at IamAldeezy on Instagram. I'm very, very active there. Post a lot pretty much every day. If you want to follow along with whatever I'm doing, whatever teams are winning or losing that I support, or whatever I'm listening to, that's where you'll find me.
Beautiful. PJ?
I'm also on Instagram. Follow me at PJPW_22. I'm always posting about our wherever we're wrestling. Yeah, we've got a couple of things that are like in the works at the moment, but nothing confirmed yet. But once we find out, we always post it. We always post a bit of our highlights as well, and always with the holiday events. We're always doing holiday events.
Sounds good. The one thing I will say as we're about to close up, when is your merch coming out? Because every time I come out, whether it be a Deathmatch Down under VPW or APW, someone's got those shirts. When is your merch coming out?
Very soon. Very soon. We've been talking to people about getting some shirts done up. Very soon.
All right. We'll make sure that the moment they come out, we'll plug them. I'll get them and I'll start wearing them. And yeah, we'll definitely we'll make a lot of money, boys. I reckon we'll definitely make a lot of money on this one.
We love money,
baby.
We love money.
All right, B²'d, thank you so much for being on the show. Can't wait to see what's next for you boys. I want to also just say how incredibly proud I am of you guys, because you guys are just killing it every time I see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not just a fan. I feel like we're bros now. So yeah, definitely onto the camera. Yeah. All right, you have a good night.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you for having us.
You too, man.
Anytime.
And that's the end of that episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Want more for What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can find the latest episodes of Mukbang Around, Reaction, and of course, the podcast. And make sure to follow the show on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.